We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Cleveland Browns.
We got this.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You got nothing.
And they'll start on the ground with Hines. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Check out.
Alpha.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Greystone travel.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. And they give this time to the tailback. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, ready? Get the oar.
First down. Check. Check 3.
Small.
They'll run on 1st down. Hines. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here we go. 90 Wolf.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Check 3.
Hey, echo. Here we go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Ready?
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Now a give right side. It's Hines. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Bravo.
And the Colts first down.
Ready?
On play action, they'll throw. Wide open receiver complete. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one. Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. And McManus able to put it through. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They begin this drive with Chubb. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Here's the 2nd and 7. Eluding, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Christian Kirksey in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set.
I got you, Pop.
Exit.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Switch.
Back to throw. Got some room at the 30. That's complete to Marlon Mack. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. On 1st down. Hines takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Go. Hey, lock it.
On 2nd down now. It's Hines. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They'll run on 1st down. Hines, and he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
A gain of 11 that time and a Colts 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Indianapolis.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Ready?
53, Mike.
Check 80 weapon. Ready?
On 1st down, it's Hines. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
2nd and 4. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
A gain of 4 yards. 1st down, Colts.
On the set.
52. That's right, baby.
Go.
He's down on you. Down on the right. You got 3 down.
Get it.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
That's right. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. And 80.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. That'll bring up 2nd down.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Darnold completes it, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Go 50 against the mic. I'm coming.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Here I come.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Darnold, that's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 5 now. Darnold. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Hey, Hayward!
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. Able to find Isabella. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Andy Isabella, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A throw complete to Dorsett. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Here we go.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
And the Colts first down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Easy work. This is coming again.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
2nd and 3. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. This to Hines on the drop-off. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 23.
First down, Colts.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll run on first down. Hines, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Taken down at the
61, matchbox, light. Hey, Wahoo!
2nd and a yard at the 14-yard line.
53 is the mic. I can't believe they let you play.
Hard, hard.
Check, crouch, crouch.
Let's go.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
It was a play that was designed to trick the defense, to try and fool them. They didn't gain a huge chunk of yardage, but they did pick up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
15, Lonnie. 15 line.
Here we go, team, get off the field.
Ready?
They'll set up a throw. Incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. It's a quarterback sneak. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with Hines. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines as the first half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
That's what I'm talking about, boy.
Tackle made back at the 17-yard line.
Mike, outside. 53, Mike.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
53's Mike. Ricky.
Now it's Darnold. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold.
I'm going back to you.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Tighten up, tighten up. Pull together.
Protein spit now.
Here's 2nd and 8. Dorsett making the catch. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Christian travel.
Under crunch. Watch safety creep, watch safety creep.
Deep grip.
On 3rd down, it's Hines. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
Let's go, let's go.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
A gain of 3 on play.
Quit talking about it.
First down, Indianapolis.
Right back to him on 1st down. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5.
Let's go.
Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Recon 132 fighter. Go.
Motion. Reset.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. McManus's point after is good. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
It's going to be a long day.
A give running right is Chubb. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Darnold on 3rd down. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. On the carry, it's Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 42-yard line.
65.
Darnold from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darius Leonard able to record his 5th sack of the season. And hear the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation allows him to get home.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. He's airing it out for Williams. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Elsewhere at Arrowhead, they're in the 3rd quarter. And it's the Bucs who have scored again to open up that lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Wide, get wide. Kill.
They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
2nd and 9 now. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Colts.
This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball. 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
At the 39-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, Alpha. Yep.
Check 53. I don't even know why this team showed up. Let's go.
2nd and 2.
53.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Kirksey picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Ready? 60 yards.
Watch the out. 53 is the Mike.
Hey!
Mike, 53. Mike. Watch the screen.
Hurry, get it.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. They come out here in the I. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Chubb. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
I got you.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Sam Darnold with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Browns have retaken the lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Got it.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Come on, QB, come on.
Here's has a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
A good pickup there, a 22.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Back to throw. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away, and it's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. This is Hines. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11. They run again with Hines. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run for it with Hines. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 22-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Hines on the toss play. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
X3, 218, chop. Bravo.
They'll look to throw here. And the catch made by Hilton. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down?
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Hey, 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 hey.
And we got Mike, number 53.
Man.
Check tight. Check tight. Check tight.
Look at me. Zipper.
Check hot route. Hot. 53's to Mike. 50.
Yo. Go.
Wild Bill.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more.
51 to Mike. 51.
Get it.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Mike 5-4. Hey. Check the backer. Ready? Right there.
On 2nd and 9. Darnold going for it all. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Terry McLaurin, his 6th touchdown of the season. Then the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Check right. 52.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Hey, Charlie. Big grip.
Now back to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Olivier Vernon in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, Hines. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Coming in.
Yep. Go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Browns defense stands tall. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Chubb. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. 8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Watch the shit.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Colts 17.
Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate